Bianca Belair just made her return to WWE and picked up where she last left off at. So we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's new with the Judgment Day and more. Starting things off with the big story for Bianca Belair's return and the crazy stuff that went down there, because it was definitely eye-opening. Prior to the May 30th edition of WWE Smackdown, Bianca Belair had been off television since the week of WrestleMania 41. Bianca suffered multiple broken fingers during the WrestleMania match with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley and needed time off to recover. So May 30th was her first appearance since that injury first took place back in April. Bianca Belair came out to a huge reception from her hometown crowd and had all of her friends and family at ringside. The first big reveal Bianca made during this return promo was the fact that she was not fully medically cleared to compete quite yet. She said she's still recovering from the broken fingers and had them all wrapped up in a little sling. Out came Naomi to confront Bianca Belair. Naomi has been looking to get in contact with Bianca Belair ever since everything went down back in March, but Bianca's not given her the opportunity to speak. So Naomi took it upon herself to interrupt this hometown return for Bianca and try to fully talk to her. Naomi said that she still wants to fix their relationship and how she's still asking for Bianca Belair's forgiveness. And the next part really shows the psychotic nature of Naomi's character. Naomi said she went to Bianca's childhood home to speak with Bianca Belair's parents. The only issue was that her parents were not home, so Naomi broke into the house, or as she called it, let herself in, since she's family. Naomi said she walked through the whole house and even went through old photo albums that had Bianca Belair in them. Bianca threatened Naomi, saying that what Naomi did to Jade Cargill is nothing compared to what Bianca would do to her. And Naomi kicked it back in a big way, saying that Bianca Belair and Bianca's mother would both be in wheelchairs when she's finished with Bianca, which was a low blow by Naomi, considering that Bianca's mother is legitimately in a wheelchair right now as it is. So she's saying that they'll both be together in wheelchairs. As Naomi continues to threaten Bianca Belair, out came Jade Cargill to put hands on Naomi and break that all up. Jade and Bianca had another heavy stare down, and that's where things stayed at for this storyline. So not anything really major here, but some pretty important things happened. Naomi is sort of stuck in the middle right now for when it comes to Bianca Belair. Naomi still wants her forgiveness, and despite turning heel, Naomi has never brutally beat down Bianca Belair over the last few months. Naomi has spent the last few months trying to create peace with Bianca, but like we saw here on May 30th, that may be changing because Naomi did threaten to put Bianca in a wheelchair. So maybe Naomi is slowly giving up on the reunion idea with Bianca Belair. And the Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair stare downs are interesting as well. They've had several of those ever since Jade Cargill first came back, and they were pretty hard to decipher. Are they cool with each other? Is tension still there? That's what everyone wants to know. Jade and Bianca are not attacking each other, but they're not necessarily smiling with each other either. There's like this level of uncertainty and distrust there amongst the former two-time women's tag team champions. Although we haven't really seen a full on-screen conversation between Bianca and Jade since everything went down in March, Jade has hinted on social media that she does not trust Bianca at all due to how weird and happy she acted after Jade got hurt last November. So yes, at least from Jade's perspective, the issue with Bianca right now is a lack of trust. Jade is still maybe a little suspicious of Bianca's true intentions towards her. Although this segment did not do anything too extreme, it was still loaded with several big things. First thing obviously being Naomi admitting to the crime of breaking into someone's home. But in the world of pro wrestling, crime like that is basically expected, and you don't face any consequences for it. Randy Orton literally set The Fiend on fire with a match, and it was business as usual for him the following week. So crime has a really funny position in pro wrestling. Nothing's really held against you. Naomi even revealed online that she may visit Jade Cargill's home in the near future too, so there's no stopping her. The segment also teased the two biggest dream matches involving the big three. The first half of this segment obviously hinted at Bianca Belair versus Naomi. Bianca may not be cleared right now, but is it possible that Bianca would be cleared in the time for Evolution in July? Because if so, Bianca versus Naomi is a perfect WWE Evolution match. They would not have to do that much of a build-up because the story is already in place and has been building up since March, so that would be an easy addition to the Evolution card. The second half of the segment once again teased Bianca versus Jade, and that's a match that we should not see in the immediate future. That's more of a deep down the storyline sort of matchup. That's more of a WrestleMania caliber match. So there's still ways to go for Bianca versus Jade, but Bianca versus Naomi would make for a great program at next month's Evolution event. Now let's get back into the world of the Judgment Day, because it was another big multi-segment, multi-match night for them on the June 2nd edition of Raw. The night starts off with Roxanne Perez offering her assistance to Liv Morgan ahead of Liv's Money in the Bank qualifier, but considering that Roxanne Perez sabotaged Liv's match against Kairi Sane from the week prior, Liv automatically rejected Roxanne's help and walked away to enter the match herself. And another tiny thing to note here that may or may not be anything significant is that as Liv walks away to go to her match, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez stay talking to each other off screen. And like we mentioned last week, we're starting to get a bit suspicious about Raquel and Roxanne potentially building back up their friendship and quietly going against Liv Morgan when the time is right. So the fact that they were seen there in this segment to speak with each other off screen definitely makes you wonder and gives off those suspicious vibes. So don't fall asleep on all those little hidden moments between Raquel and Roxanne, because who knows what those little conversations will blossom into down the line. Liv Morgan's recent trend of misfortune and bad luck would continue here as she lost the last spot for the Money in the Bank women's match. And then later on in the night, Finn Balor and JD McDonough were in trouble against the War Raiders. And then Roxanne came out to quite literally give the Judgment Day the big win and help Finn and JD throw their names back into the hat for a shot at the tag team titles. After that happened, we saw a big backstage confrontation between Finn Balor and Liv Morgan. Liv pulls Finn aside and tells him that she sees exactly what he's doing with Roxanne, but Finn tries gaslighting Liv Morgan into believing that she's crazy and imagining all those things. Finn says Roxanne is just here to help, and he very sarcastically mocks Liv Morgan for being on a losing streak as of late. Finn told Liv Morgan how great it would be if Roxanne won the Money in the Bank and brought it back to the Judgment Day. Then we see another part of Finn's plan exposed here. He says Roxanne came on strong, but how Liv can trust Dominic. And as he said that, Finn is smirking and trying to stop himself from laughing because he figures that Dominic cannot be trusted. And he knows Dominic has a history of leaving partners when someone new shows him attention. So that's why Finn was borderline laughing when he said that, because he knows Dominic has never stayed loyal to anyone at this point, and how he will no doubt go for Roxanne. But Liv flips it and says she trusts Dominic. She does not trust someone else. Finn then tried pushing Roxanne into Raquel's corner, but Liv declined and said he should be babysitting Roxanne, not them. So tension is running wild, and the gaslighting, sarcastic tone from Finn Balor during this entire segment basically confirms that Roxanne has been following direct orders from Finn. So this isn't Roxanne acting by herself. It's more like all of this is Finn's plan that Roxanne is assisting him on. So there'll surely be more of a twist on the way. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.